Day 53, adore your core. Our protocol today will include 3 supersets, meaning that we'll have 2 movements paired together. We're gonna have 3 rounds. Round 1 will be 6 minutes, round 2 will be 4 minutes, and round 3 will be 2 minutes. This means that for 6 minutes, you'll be performing 2 movements back to back for the entire duration. And in round 2 for 4 minutes, the same thing, and then round 3 for 3 minutes, same thing. Superset number 1. Movement A is going to be a long lever loaded squat. So you're going to have some variation of a load in front of you. It can be a household item, like a cushion or a book or a small child. And you're going to extend that load as far away from the torso as you feel comfortable. And then you're going to descend into your squat while maintaining that load in front of the torso. We'll be accumulating 20 repetitions for this movement. Movement B is a supine alternating gas pedal. So we're gonna lay on our backs, we're gonna push our lower back into the floor to create lots of tension through the abdominals. We're gonna pull our elbows towards the floor like we're completing a bent over row. We're gonna pull our knees up towards our chest, and we're going to extend one leg as if we're pressing down on a gas pedal. So now we've got tension on this leg that's pushing away from the body through the heel, and we've got tension on this leg that's being pulled towards the head. So we've got an opposite range that's happening here in the direction of the forces, and then we shall switch. We're gonna perform 10 of these movements per leg. Superset number 2, our first movement is going to be a supine vertical leg scissor. So from this position, we're gonna have our legs up in the air, and we're gonna perform a scissor motion with our legs, pushing our lower back into the floor, pushing our hands into the floor. We're gonna be accumulating 20 repetitions per leg. Movement B is a hard plank with hip abduction. We're gonna get into a half plank position with our elbows on the floor. We're gonna create tension by pulling our elbows towards our toes and our toes towards our elbows. We're gonna then abduct, meaning we're gonna allow one of our legs to go away from the midline. And we're thinking here about keeping the toe pointed down to the floor as opposed to turning the toe out. So we want to have the toe and the heel ideally in line with one another. We're going to pull that limb back in, and then we'll execute that on the other side of the body. We're going to be accumulating 10 repetitions per side of the body. Superset number 3, movement A, a Romanian deadlift. We're going to have a relatively narrow footprint here. We're going to load ourselves on the side of our bodies, shoulder blades back and down. We're going to press the hips behind the rest of our body, allowing our load to travel down the side of our limbs. We're going to come back to full standing position, squeezing our glutes together. Important concept here is that as we go into that deep hinge position, that we're continuing to plank from our hip towards our head. So the top part of our body is performing a isometric movement here for our core as we go through this loaded variation of our deadlift. We're going to accumulate 20 repetitions here. And our last movement for today, movement B, is going to be a supine horizontal leg scissors. So you're going to lay on your back, press your lower back into the floor, press your hands into the floor. And this time with our legs, we're going to go out and then together, cross the midline. Out and together, cross the midline. We're only going to be performing 10 repetitions for this particular movement. You've seen the movements, now it's time to execute the protocol. If you adore your core, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel.